Welcome back. It's Kalim with new and very interesting video, and today I'm going to present you that how we can develop a module of live tracking app just like Uber. So in this tutorial I'm going to cover following topics. First one will that how we can get the current location in Flutter, and how we can draw the polylines on Google map between 2 points, and in the last I will display you that how we can move the cab towards the destination. So guys, let's start. And one request, if you not subscribe this channel, please subscribe this to get new tech videos that will help you to grow in your career. So without wasting any further time, let's jump into the code. Guys, I just made a one template for you guys. So one page there with the name of cab track. So in this video, in this module, we will require three modules that we need to import from the pub dev. So let first get those modules. At Google Map poly. Okay, this one has been added. Now the next one, Flutter up at Google Maps Flutter. Guys, before you start use this modules, that you have to make sure that you already configured and get your that map key, because you can't use this demo until you have your own key, map key. So this is a prerequisite video before you start work with this cab track. You have to make sure that you get the key from the Google. You can get it from the console.google.com. So I'm not going to share the details of that one. You have to figure out from your end. So I'm assuming that you already have that key, right? The next one is the Flutter pub at location. So guys, all the three modules has been added, you can see here, right? So the next step is that the first we have to get the location. So for location, because in this demo I'm just going to simulate the the cab. I have to just present that how the cab is going to reach to the destination. So although I'm not but for the real time, of course we will need the real location, but I'm just going to present you here that how we can get the location. So for that one, let first write a one function that could be like we'll just get the current location. It could be like void get current location. That will be async function. And in this, what we are going to do, so in this we will just find the location. We use this location, and location is equal to this, and from here what is saying that we have to import, right? So the location dot get location, and then right. So here we are, right? So the next we'll just we'll define one parameter. We'll just define the location data. We'll just define one location data here. This it will be location data, and that will be current location, right? So for this one we have to import one library, that is this, right? So now the error is gone. So in the current location we have to assign this current location is equal to location, right? Current location is location, right? So the next step is that once we just have to make sure location should not be null. And after that we'll just call this set state. Okay, so the next point is that now we have to also set up the initial location. We'll set up the markers here in our scaffold. Let me first set up this in a scaffold. Define one scaffold with the body, and if we have the current location is equal to null, then we'll just display the constant center and child text just loading to the UI. And in else case, what we're going to do, we're just going to display the Google map, right? Google map. So Google map initial camera location. So what will be that? The camera position. And this target let lng, and it could be current location dot latitude, it should be latitude here, and the other one will be current location dot longitude. Okay, so what is the problem here, guys? We have to figure out. Okay, saying that we can't assign this, we can't assign the null operator to this. Okay, now okay, the first step has been done, but one thing, we have to set up the zoom as well. I think we should set up the camera zoom. So the camera zoom, yes, for your point, we can define it here, right? So it's a zoom here. Now let's see that how we can display the camera. Right now for the Google map, let's stop first and rerun this one. And no, but we have to get the location. So for the get current location, we'll just call this function get current location here. So, and after that we'll just see that whether we're able to load the map or not. Let's see. Here we go. You can see here is installing location. So after this, it's finding. It's loading, right? So it's mean that it's still not coming up with the any map. So we have to figure out that why it's not display any location, right? So let's move forward and see that what happened. Okay, so the next step for the current location, we have to now we will define the map controller. Here we will define this Google map controller and map controller, right? So what is saying, we have to declare it late with this for the map controller. Then in the map here we have to define the on map created, and inside this controller will just assign the value map controller is equal to this, right? So here we are, and the next point is we have to check right now, restart it and then see. map controller as well. So let's see that how it will display. Now it should display the simple Google map now. So I've just restarted this application. So now you can see that is coming up with like is with a map. So first it's come up with the loading. So after getting the location, it's displaying this area. So why it's displaying this area? I have set up the that the default location in a simulator that it is for it is from Strava. So the next step is that now we will work on to set up the polylines, right? Let's set up the polylines. So for the polylines, I will need the 2 points. So let's take one will be the destination and one will be the cab location. I'm going to assume that I have one cab location and the other one will be my destination location. So for that one, I will just define one cab location. For instance, I'm going to define the cab location is equal to const let long. I'm going to define my cab location because this is for demo purpose. So I'm going to define it like this, right? Initial car position. So the other one, now I will need the destination location as well. So you guys can set up your latitude and longitude for testing purposes, but I'm going to define it here for demo purpose. So this will be my destination, right? So but for this I will need that the cab. Okay, so it has been done. So now let's move to the let me first define the source location as well, because I have to draw the polylines from the source and from source to the destination. For that one, I'm going to define one source location. This will be my source location and this will be my destination. So I will draw the polylines from source to the destination, and the cab location I also define the same position just like the source location, because I wanted to move the car that on that polyline. So that's why I defined the cab location at the same point. So for now I'm going to set up the polylines. So for the polylines, let me draw something here. Void get polylines. This is sync function, and here I'm going to write polyline points. Polyline points. So for result, I will just call the polyline points dot get route betweens, and here I will need to call my Google API key. You guys have to call your, make sure, otherwise it will not work. So asking for the origin, and I already defined the origin, source location, and the destination. Yes, in the destination it should be like a destination, source location and the destination, right? So what the source location and the 1 second, it's a key here. Now we have to use the point let lng, and here we will use the source location dot latitude and source location dot longitude, right? And the next one, point let long destination dot latitude destination dot longitude. Okay, so we are done. Now the next step here Once we get the results, we just have to make sure it should not empty. Result dot points should not is not empty, and result dot status should be equal to OK, right? Then we will just write a one loop, and here in that loop we will get the points, whatever the points of that line, right? Where result dot points, and we just run the loop here, result dot points. So we will need a one polyline coordinate that we'll create a one that list of polylines object here, like here we will just query list let lng, and then polyline coordinates is equal to this, right? So we'll just add all the polylines here, polylines dot add point, right? So here we'll just add all the polylines. What are the polylines? We just need to add the let long and the point dot let latitude and point dot longitude, right? So after this, once this has been done, we will just call the set state, right? Guys, make sure now we have to make sure that this polylines, we have to call this polyline again. We have to call this from the init function, and have to make sure it should call only from the init. It means that we just have to call it once. We should not call it under the build and some other function. It should call only once. It could be called after this location. So, but now we got the polylines, but now we have to display that polylines on a map. So for that one, we can just define the polyline. There is one object polylines, right, in a Google map. So here we'll just add those polylines, polyline ID. You can just define our own polyline. You can define all your polyline ID as well. Polyline ID. Here we are just doing some Uber style demo, so we can define Uber car move demo, moving demo, right? So here we'll just define it this, and the points will be, what will be points? Now 1 second. It is saying that we should add some kind of constant here. Okay, so the next points, we need to add the polyline coordinates here. This will be all the polyline coordinates that we added, right? And the color for this one will be it should be like we not define the polyline ID here. 1 second, I think I missed this bracket. It should be inside this one, right? And here is the comma, and after this we have to remove the constant. Here we can add the constant here. Okay, and from here color, normally its color is blue, polygon colors are blue, and the width we can just define it 5 for now. Okay, so let's see. Oops. Let's start whether it's in polylines or not. Okay, you can see here that is displaying the polylines, but now it's displaying the polylines, but we are not able to understand that what is our destination and where is our destination and from where we are going to start. So for that one, we can just define the markers for this one. So let's guys make a marker for this. So for markers, we need the bitmap descriptor. So for the bitmap descriptor, we defined, for now I'm just going to define the bitmap descriptor for the destination icon and for the cab location icon. So for that one, I'm going to just define the bitmap descriptor destination icon, bitmap descriptor dot default marker. Just define the 90 here. So wanted to change this. Okay, for the bitmap descriptor, and for the okay, for now let me first check this destination icon. No, we can't choose it like this. We have to set up the markers. For the markers, let's go here and markers. Let's define the markers here. Markers, and for the markers, this is like a set. So from the set, we just define the marker ID, constant marker ID, and it will be like a destination, right? And icon will be destination icon. Position will be destination, right? So now what will be the next step? Next step will be to just see that whether it's showing the destination icon or not. Okay, now it's coming up with the destination icon like a green, right? So we're showing the green icon, right? So let's make a one car icon. I have already set up the assets for this one, and set up the one car sedan. So you guys can set up it on your machine as well. So for that one, I'm going to set up the car icon here, and for the car icon, what I have to do, I will make a custom car icon, right? So for the custom car icon, I'm going to write one function here, void set custom marker icon, right? This will be async function, and like this I'm going to first I have to define the cab. Let's first define the weight bet map descriptor dot from asset image, and in that constant image configuration size, you guys can define your size as well. Size will be 12 by 13 by 13, you can define, or whatever the size that you have. So here I'm going to define the assets icons slash sedan.png, right? So this has been done. So now I have to make sure I have to call this set custom marker icon. So from where I can call this, from the same init, right? I'm going to set up this. But one thing that I'm just getting this one, but I'm not assigning it to any. Now that I need for cab location icon. For the cab location icon, I will need to define one bitmap descriptor. For the bitmap descriptor, in case I'm going to define this like a cab location icon. So from here I also defined it with the default marker with hue 150, but I'm going to override this cab location icon here. In case I want that the cab location icon should be like this. Cab location icon should be like this, right? So now I will have the updated cab location icon, my custom icon, right? So it's mean, and so now the next step is that from that where I can define it on a Google map, I have to define this marker as well. So let's guys define it here. Marker and marker id is equal to constant marker id cab location, right? Now here icon will be cab location icon and the position will be cab location, right? So now what is this? This is the marker. Okay, now let's see whether I'm getting the car or not on a map. It should have the same location, the origin, because I define it the origin. Now okay, you can see that the car is here. Now the next step is that we have to move this car, and we have to display that the car is moving and moving towards destination. This is the destination. It should move over the polylines, right? So for that one, that will be the now the interesting part that we have to do. This will be last part for this video. So for that one, what we have to do, we'll make a one function with a start one start car movement, right? Start car movement, and in this we will simulate car movement with our timer, right? So for the timer dot periodic constant duration seconds, you can define your seconds, timer you can define the timer here, timer is here. Okay, for the timer what we need, we'll do the async function, right? So the timer is also defined here. So here we are. So timer is defined here. So in the map controller, we have map controller animate camera, and camera update dot new let long of cab location. Okay, so but now the one point and the very important point is that how we can get the cab updated location, and we also have to display the car should move over this line. So for that one, we have to use the polyline coordinates, right? So for that, we will define one car index, right? And just start moving index one by one to the polyline coordinates, because here you know that this polyline coordinates will contain a number of coordinates, list of coordinates. So we will just start move over these coordinates one by one, because it will be list. So we will move to the 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. It could have up to 20 30, it depends on the distance. So we will work over this one. So for that one, we will first define one simple index, that could be the car index. So I'm going to define the car index here. Car index will be 0. Now let's move to this function in here. I'm going to just define if car index less than polyline coordinates dot length -1, then I'm going to just update the car position. I'm going to update the car position along the polyline. So for that one, I'm going to just call the inside the set state, and the cab location will be polyline coordinates, and it will be car index, right? And the what will be the car index, and the car index I will increase the car index, just add one, just add the one for that in that. So for the next two, the next time it will just get it. First time it will get it from 0, next time it will get it from 1, then 2 3 4 5 6. So here, so the next thing is that why we need to run this periodic function. Or for instance, if we reach to the end of the, that end of the that if we reach to the destination, then if we not stop the car, then it will start that the car will start move to the some other location. It will not stop here. So we have to also stop the car as well. So for that one, I have added this condition: car index less than this. And in else case, no. And one more thing, that this will be inside here. Yes. Okay. And else case will be, we will just dispose of this timer dot cancel, right? And we also should define, this is a timer. Okay, right, timer dot cancel. We have to cancel, stop the, we have to basically stop the timer when end of polyline is reached, right? Otherwise, if we not stop it here, then the car will start move to some other location. Well, it will reach successfully here, but it will keep moving. It should stop it here. So for that one, we have to cancel this one, right? So guys, now let's see. But now the next question, that where we have to call the start car movement. So for that one, we will have to find out the location or the position in our code from where we can call it. So that this is a map created. So from here, we'll just call the, we'll just call the start car movement. For the start car movement, one second guys, start car movement. Now let's see how it will work. Car is here, and we have to see that whether car start move or not. Let's see. I have set up the 3-second timer for this one, and we have to monitor this location. You can see that it started moving slightly. Okay, it started moving. So I think it started working. So guys, you can see it here. I have set up some short distance for this. For the demo purpose, you can make some proper polylines, and you can enjoy with this one, and you can create your own project with this. This is open source for you, and you can do your own work on this. And thank you guys, and I hope that you learned something today. And thank you for watching this video. And if you want to get more updates and more Flutter related and some other tech videos, then just subscribe my channel, and have a nice day.